What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chris, man. We are here at the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. It is Sunday, November 17th, 2024. My name is Chris Drummond. I'm a freelance sports reporter based out of Minnesota here, also in sales and proprietor of this podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder, where I talk to individuals about their why and get to know them outside of their occupation. I got a special guest that's coming on with me today. Her name is Rachel Turcotte. She is a Washington State University student who is in the journalism program there. We're going to talk to her about her why, talk to her about some of her wishes and some of the things that she wants to do outside of the journalism realm. Or outside of WSU, so as to say, and get to know her outside of her occupation. So, without any further ado, I introduce to you the wonderful, talented, and the beautiful Rachel Turcotte.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. You look absolutely lovely today. I just want to start.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I had my friend curl my hair. Guilty, guilty confession because
That's
she
okay. That's all right. Listen. I wish I could have my hair curled. That's
I
but
know.
unfortunately, we got to deal with what we got to deal with. But you look
Yeah.
absolutely good. You look great.
Oh, thank you. You look great as well. I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
thank you, Rachel. The check is in the mail. But sure, I just want to say thank you for hopping on my podcast. Work hard, play harder. I really do appreciate that. How is your weekend going so far?
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be a part of your podcast.
Mhm.
My weekend has been good. We had a football game yesterday
You
and
did.
we won, fortunately. We have like another home football game, but it's during Thanksgiving break. So my friends and I kind of took it as like our last hurrah, last home football game. So it
Sure.
was really fun, and,
Okay.
my sorority, we were having kind of like a sisterhood retreat this morning. So before I left the house, we were, like, making hot chocolate, like, decorating Christmas cookies, so getting in the
Mm,
holiday spirit for sure.
absolutely. Now, fun fact here: I've never had hot chocolate.
What? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, really?
yeah, I've never had hot chocolate.
Wow, you're
So
missing out, Chris.
people are telling me that. They are telling me that, Rachel. They are, and they say, you know what, you need to try it. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I will. I'm not too into hot drinks though. That's just not
Mhm.
me. I'm much more of a cold drinker
Yeah.
than in a sense. But if anything, I would try. Hot chocolate does sound pretty good. I just haven't tried it yet. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, I'm kind of the same way. I definitely prefer colder drinks, even this time of year when it's so cold outside. But yeah, maybe this could be your weekly goal, Chris. Try some hot chocolate because
Well,
I love it. Definitely
the
gets me.
next time I hit you up or we talk, I will try some hot chocolate and I will let you know how that is. Okay.
You better have a hot chocolate in your hand next time we talk. So
Say less. Say less. I'm with you on that. Okay. All right. I want to
yes,
reiterate to you, Rachel, why I wanted to have you on here because I've had a couple of your sisters on here before, which is Cassidy Collins and Emma
yes,
Underwood. You're the third Coug, go Cougs, that
go
has been on
Kings.
here. And I love it. I love the fact that you guys are willing to come out and talk about your why, of why you wanted to do what you do. Cable 8 is something that I know you guys do as well.
Yes.
I would love to just hear your story of growing up, of what you pretty much um did you always know that you wanted to do this, or did it fall into your lap? Did you pivot in college? Now you're a
Yeah.
junior, right? Are you a junior?
Yeah, I'm a junior. Yes, with
Okay, so
Cassidy.
you
Yeah.
have one more year. I got you. So
Mhm.
talk to me about your why of getting into journalism, and did you
Mhm.
have role models or inspirations growing up?
Totally. Yeah. Well, honestly, from a very young age, I always loved public speaking, whether it was doing the morning announcements at my middle school, or I would always volunteer to do the first readings at my church in front of the congregation, or literally like volunteering to do presentations in class. I have just loved public speaking, and I love like informing people and educating people, even in my freshman year in my sorority, I was like the campus activities director, which means I would like
Okay.
every week at chapter, I would like get up and like talk about, what was going on campus. I would like gather the information and then like report it out to my sisters, which was just so fun. And I feel like it's very rewarding being able to kind of inform and educate people. And another thing too is I love writing.
Okay.
Hate to call myself out, but math was never my strong suit. In
You're
elementary
right.
school,
You're so right.
I had a tutor for like pre-calculus in high school, senior year. Like math was never my strong suit. My brother actually, he got into the engineering school at the University of Washington. So we are
Okay.
very opposite. So
Mm.
yeah, I just like have always loved public speaking and writing and informing people. So I've always knew I wanted to get into this field. And it's so funny. My mom was telling me the other day that when I was like in fourth grade, I believe it was, we were watching the news as families do. And I
Sure.
remember pointing at like the news anchor on the screen and being like, I want to do that. And ever since then, my family has kind of encouraged me to get into the broadcast journalism field. So that's honestly why I chose WSU. I mean, obviously, we have one of the most renowned broadcast journalism um, programs in the country, which is very was a very motivating factor for me to come. And I just remember like touring WSU and seeing like the Cable 8 studios when I was like a 17-year-old in high school and being like, I want to come here. So
I
I didn't
love it.
tour any other colleges and I committed October of my senior year. And it's been so fun since. And I just really, this year especially, I've gotten a lot of Cable 8 like on camera experience, and it's only November. So I'm just really looking forward, for the rest of the year and my senior year too, because there's just so many opportunities here. And I love this industry. Again, like the people are so supportive and motivating. And the Edward R. Murrow College of Communication is like so strong here. So
I
it's
love it.
been I've never changed my major. I've been lucky enough to have that passion that's driven me, up until this point. So yeah.
Absolutely. No, that's amazing, Rachel. I love that first answer. Shout out to your mom, no doubt about
I know.
it.
Shout out Jackie for sure.
Right? I'm sure she's a wonderful lady. I'm sure dad is too.
Yes.
Wonderful
Oh
guy as well.
yes.
Shout out to dad as well. And your brother. Wow. Engineering school? Man,
Yeah.
gotta be smart. You gotta be pretty smart to get into that. That's for sure. No doubt.
He's
I
very
love that.
left brain dominant for sure. Yeah,
I
he's
love that.
very smart. So we got all
Okay.
ends of the spectrum on the family.
Absolutely. What genre do you want to focus in on? Do you want to be entertainment, news, or sports? What is something that you
Yeah,
want to
that's a great question. I got a lot of opportunities doing sports broadcasting.
do?
More so last year, I was involved in the radio club here at WSU.
Okay.
It's called the KUGR Radio Club, where I was fortunate enough to do a lot of social media work for sports. So I got
Okay.
the privilege of being able to be like on the court, literally doing like courtside like videos and photography for the basketball team, volleyball, and then I kind of took it into my own hands. I have a TikTok account called Reporting with Rachel, where I
Mhm.
would like do like my own like courtside, like, oh, WSU basketball just won, but after kind of last year, I realized as fun as sports is, I love the atmosphere. I think I've kind of shifted more towards like entertainment news.
Mhm.
Kind of what I've been doing with Cable 8 recently. Me and Emma anchored Coog Zone, which is Cable 8 sports show last month, which was like so fun and I love it. I just think
Mhm.
my passion isn't necessarily sports. It's more so I mean, it might even be weather. I'm not really sure yet, just entertainment news, sport, or not sports, entertainment news, weather. But obviously, if a sports broadcasting opportunity presents itself later,
Sure.
I wouldn't
Sure.
decline it. But I think
Absolutely.
kind of realized that I want to get more into just like reporting out in the field for like breaking news events or being an anchor, for general news.
You
So
see, yeah. So that's like your preference, entertainment news, but obviously you wouldn't turn down like any position, like meteorologist or sports or anything
totally.
like that. I feel
Oh,
that. I feel that.
for
Okay. Uh, So that was my next question actually. Kind of the segue was what
mhm.
do you feel more comfortable doing? Do you feel more comfortable or I'm sure you feel comfortable with it all, but what is your preference of reporting or anchoring?
Oh, yes. No, it's so, like, cool because I feel like I've gotten so much education on those 2, like, jobs this year. I remember like going into college, I was like, I just want to be on the news. Like I didn't like know, what the different jobs were.
Absolutely.
As of right now, I feel like I would be more comfortable anchoring just because. So I'm going to be taking a class here at WSU next semester. It's ComJor 335, which is like a reporting class where every other week you have to produce a package, you go out into the field. It's a lot, I mean, you have to go out into the field, you have to film yourself, you have to edit the package, write the story, write the script. It's a
Yeah.
lot. The thing is though, like it's very unlikely that I would get a news anchor job right out of college. So I'm prepared to probably be a reporter for a while after I graduate and then hopefully land a job as an anchor. I love both, but I love reading and reading in front of the teleprompter at the desk. That's kind of like up my alley. But
Of
reporting
course.
is really fun too. I'm a part of Cougar News, which I know you probably talked to Emma and Cassidy about. So I'm editing
Yep.
my first package actually today. So I think
What?
as I
Okay.
yeah, I did it on homecoming week a couple weeks ago. So I think as I get more experience reporting,
Mhm.
I'll be more comfortable with it, but more opportunities will present itself throughout the year.
I love that. I really do. I love that for you. And you seem just so excited and bubbly and such a great
Yeah.
personality to talk to. And I love that. I want to
Oh,
ask you some favorite questions,
oh
okay?
my gosh.
And
Go for
you
it.
just give me the 411 off the rip based upon these favorite questions. Are you with me?
I'm so with you.
All
Go.
right, here we go. Talk to me. Favorite meal you like to cook?
Oh my gosh. I like to cook. You see, I'm not a huge cooker right now, but as of because I live in my sorority house, we have a chef make our meals. But I would
What?
say,
I've never heard of that. Okay, that's pretty
oh
deep.
yeah, it's lit. But as of right now, I think I'm pretty good at making mac and cheese. The kids I babysit at home. That's good. But I'm sure that that answer will change in a year when I live in a house with my friends.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's definitely great to know how to make. Don't get me wrong, mac and cheese. You
Oh
can't
my
go
gosh.
wrong with mac and cheese, that's for sure. Let's
Yeah.
get back to the chef in the house. Y'all got a chef? How does
Yes.
that work? How does that work with the sorority
Oh.
like that?
Oh, it's a whole ordeal, Chris. Yeah. So this is my second year living in my sorority house. Yeah, we have a chef who makes it's included in our dues, obviously, but yeah, she makes us lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. So it's great. I come back from class. It's like a buffet style. So I just go into the kitchen, make myself as much, and then there's a menu that comes out every week. So it's should be dropping in a few hours. It's kind of the highlight
What?
of my Sunday, not gonna lie. But yeah,
Oh
so it'll
my
be like
gosh.
Monday,
That's what's up.
lunch, grilled cheese and tomato soup. Monday, dinner, enchiladas. So yeah, just serve yourself, sit with your sisters. It's great.
Oh hell no, I'm gonna have to pull up the poll. I'm gonna have to get that. I ain't never heard no stuff like that. That is
Oh
what's
yeah.
up.
Chef
Okay.
Abby is the best. We love her. So
That's what's up. Shout out to the chef, no doubt.
shout out
Okay, that's
Chef
what's up.
Abby. Indeed. Yeah. No.
Favorite concert you've ever attended?
Oh, Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Easy. 2 summers ago. I mean, to be fair, I've only been to 3 concerts in my life, but the Taylor Swift Eras Tour was so memorable. It was an unforgettable night. It was so iconic. I still look at videos on my phone to this day if I'm feeling down.
Okay, so quick story before I get to the next favorite. So I just recently went on a cruise
Oh,
about maybe 3 weeks ago. It was a family cruise my dad set up,
yeah.
and we all went. And I flew from Minnesota here. I'm in Minnesota. Flew to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh,
And Fort Lauderdale at that particular time, Taylor Swift was having 3 concerts in a row in Miami that week,
what?
and everybody on my flight was going to Taylor Swift concert. And I sat next to these 2 ladies that paid $1,700 each for their ticket.
Gosh, it's insane. No, people will pay anything. Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of money to pay for a ticket. But they went all out, they saved, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But it
Yeah.
was just amazing that everybody, damn near everybody on the flight, was going to a Taylor Swift concert in Miami. So they flew to Fort Lauderdale, which was cheaper, and they took the bus ride back to Miami, which was like a 35-minute drive.
Wow, you were surrounded by Swifties. Jeez
Surrounded.
Louise.
Surrounded, no question about it. And it was like I said, I was going to Fort Lauderdale to port from there because we were going for a cruise. But it was the
Mhm.
same weekend that Taylor Swift was in Miami all 3 days. So it was crazy.
That's crazy. I know, I'm like, is she still on tour? Like, she's just been going at it for the past, like, year and a half now. Wow, well,
Yes,
I'm
we
sure you
have.
were very taken by surprise.
I was because you had the plane was singing "Shake It Off." The plane was singing all kind of
Oh,
Swift songs. Yeah, yeah, it was
wow.
lit. It was a lit situation, no
Oh,
doubt.
I bet. That's amazing. Wow.
Absolutely, absolutely. So,
Yeah.
favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Oh, that's a good question. When I was a sophomore in high school, my I was involved in drama, which is another reason I love public speaking, being on stage performing. You get the connection.
I
Um,
do.
it was right before COVID hit in 2020. It was like that February. Me and my mom came. She was a chaperone. We all went to New York. We saw 4 Broadway shows. I saw Mean Girls on Broadway, which was
Wow.
insane. And it was just so fun. Like, it was kind of my first time like traveling, with friends. I felt mature. I felt cool. So yeah. And then a month later, we got put in lockdown. So that was a very unforgettable trip for sure. I don't think I would ever want to like live in New York, being in that like city vibe. It was just like a lot. But
It was a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
yeah,
No
I want
question.
to go back, honestly. I love musicals and Broadway shows. It was so
Get
awesome.
out of here. So do I. Are
Oh
you
my
serious?
gosh. What's your favorite musical?
Wicked.
Wait, oh my gosh. I want to see
Wicked.
Wicked so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Wicked. Hairspray.
Mm, mm. I've seen
Rent.
hers.
Hamilton. Um,
Yeah.
The Greatest Showman. I don't even know if you call it a musical, but I really love it. I love
Oh,
that. I love
yeah.
that movie.
I've totally heard.
So yeah, I'm huge into musicals because I acted in them in high school. I did Les Miserables,
Oh.
and then I did High School Musical. So yeah, definitely those two. So I'm
Oh,
huge.
yeah, I was in High School Musical too. What were you in High School Musical?
I
Casted?
was Chad. I was Chad.
You were Chad? Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Good for
Yeah.
you. Oh, I was just a cheerleader. I was an extra, but it was fun.
Got you. I love it. I love it. That's totally awesome, though. My
Yeah.
favorite place would probably be the Cayman Islands, and that's coming from the cruise
Oh.
that I went on.
Mhm.
Because we went to Jamaica, we went to Cozumel, Mexico, we went to the Cayman Islands and the Bahamas. So definitely the Cayman Islands is my favorite. Yeah, my dad he set it up. He set it up. He did his thing. So
Aw.
no question.
Awesome. I know, I would love to go on a cruise. That's definitely on my bucket list for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. You should definitely put that on, and I'm actually planning for a second one,
Oh.
uh, 2025. I'm going on. I'm trying to go on a singles cruise and see
Woo!
how that.
Fun.
Absolutely, yes, indeed.
Oh my gosh.
Favorite. Now we gotta go with sports because I'm a sports person.
Yes.
Favorite sport you like to watch on TV. Favorite sport you like to attend in person.
Oh, yeah. Favorite sport on TV would definitely be like volleyball. I used to play volleyball briefly in middle school and high school, so I think it's very
Mm,
fast paced, I
Let
really
me guess. Were you an outside hitter?
I was a setter actually because people say
Really?
I have good hands, the second step of the road. So yeah, I
Mm,
love watching volleyball on TV and then in person, probably basketball. My brother played basketball all throughout high school, so I grew up like going to all of his games. Um,
mhm.
and maybe honestly football. I mean, I don't like really understand the sport a whole lot. I just love the atmosphere. I mean, again, I went to the football game last night. I didn't really know what was going on, but it was fun, being
That's okay. Listen, now that we're new friends, Rachel, I can teach you and you're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to a sports journalist. So
Yes.
no question about it. I can definitely help you out.
No, seriously, yeah, I might need some tips because again, you never know if I'll get called to report on a football game. You gotta know what's going
Right.
on. So
Right. You're sitting there with your friend or even maybe even a significant other. You don't want to be asking questions with them all the time. You want to kind of know what the flow is. So you got to have that friend to the side to kind of connect you and help you a little bit. So that's all. That's what I'll do.
seriously, don't want to embarrass
Absolutely.
myself.
Right? So there you go. Okay, I love that though. I love that. I'm basketball, football too.
Yes.
Last of the favorites. I need to know. I'm a huge foodie. Okay, so
Oh,
I need to know some good places to eat. Especially in I know Pullum is not really a whole lot there outside of Washington
right.
State. But tell me your favorite restaurant to eat at.
Ooh, I love that question. My favorite restaurant to eat at home. So I'm from the Seattle area. I'm just like 20 minutes north of Seattle. My family and I, we love going to the Cheesecake Factory. Um, the
Hmm.
iconic brown bread. I don't know if you've ever been there. They
Girl, you ain't saying nothing but a word. I knew it. You like brown bread too? Okay now.
yes,
Okay.
I literally buy it. Like when my mom and I go to Fred Meyer, like we buy the Cheesecake Factory bread just to have because it's so
That's right.
love the Cheesecake Factory bread. Um, and then it was so funny because my boyfriend and my friends, we went to Chili's
Yeah.
in Spokane last week. We took an hour-long road trip up north, and we went to Chili's for the first time, which was amazing. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
the triple
Yep.
dipper, the like mozzarella sticks. So that might be one of my new favorite places, even though I've only been there once. I highly
Did y'all get the 3 for 10? Do they still have the 3 for 10 up there or the 2 for 25? Do they got that up there?
Oh, I was not informed on those deals. Oh my gosh, no, we just got the triple dipper, like the appetizer, and then we each got like an
Okay.
entree. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
because
got you.
if you're in Minnesota, right? Or
I
you're
am. Yes.
yeah, so I'm sure they have lots of
Oh
Chili's
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm in Southwest Minnesota, but when I go to Minneapolis,
Yeah.
yes, they definitely do have that. They definitely do have Cheesecake Factory. That's how I know definitely about that brown bread. I'm a huge ziti person. I love ziti. So the 5 cheese ziti that's on the menu for cheesecake, that's what I normally get.
Oh, yes. I know the Cheesecake Factory, their menu is insane. It's like 8
It's
pages
so
long.
good,
Oh my
so
gosh.
good.
No, I'm already telling my mom we're going there when I come home for Thanksgiving in like 2 weeks.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now tell me about that. Tell me how Thanksgiving is going to be. Are you going to be in the kitchen, I should say, cooking with moms and maybe with dad and the family? Do y'all cook as a family or does the ladies be in the kitchen and cooking while the men be watching the football? How
Mm,
is your Thanksgiving household?
right, I know. Honestly, in years past, we've done it. My second cousins live in Bellevue, which is about, we're honestly, yeah, Bellevue, just like 30 minutes from my house. But I don't know if they'll be in town this year. So it'll probably just be me, my parents, and my brother. The dynamic of that, it's usually like my mom and my dad, they do the cooking. My dad takes care of the turkey.
Yep.
Turkey is Phil's job. He fully takes care of the turkey. And then my mom, she takes care of the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, the green beans, all that stuff. While me and my brother just kind of hang out. We come down every hour to check and see if it's ready. But yeah. Like, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? We're in our 20s.
I
We're still
understand. I understand.
but
That's funny.
yeah, it's mostly my parents who take care of
Okay.
the cooking. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so I'm very excited. I love stuffing. That's my favorite like Thanksgiving food for sure.
Okay. Fun fact, never had stuffing.
What? You haven't
Yeah.
had hot chocolate or stuffing, Chris? Jeez Louise. Stuffing's
Never
really
had
good.
stuffing.
I really like
You
it.
know, okay, so here's my thing. The hot chocolate, I definitely can get around to trying that.
Yeah.
Stuffing, I don't know about that because there's so many things that are so good. Like my mother and our Thanksgiving tradition, whenever
Yeah.
I do have it with her, she does the baked macaroni and cheese
Oh,
um, from scratch. So she does it from scratch and it's so good. It's so delicious.
yeah.
She does yams.
Mm.
We do greens instead of green beans. We do like collard greens.
Oh.
Um, and then we do biscuits and then we don't ever do turkey. For some reason, we never have done turkey on Thanksgiving. We do ribs.
Oh, hey, that's good too. Not
Yeah,
complaining. Yeah.
that'd be hitting. And then my aunt, I know last year, because sometimes being in journalism, you don't get to go on the holidays all the time, but with your family. But
Uh-huh.
last year, I did for sure. And my aunt made lasagna as well.
Oh, now you're
So
talking.
yeah, so she made lasagna, and we had lasagna, ribs. baked macaroni and cheese,
Ooh,
yams, greens, biscuits, and then for dessert, apple pie. So
ooh.
um, I am gonna miss that this Thanksgiving because I can't go home this one. But
Oh, shoot.
last year it was pretty good.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I know. I feel like it's the best when your family makes unique dishes that like maybe other families don't necessarily have. So that's so precious. I do love apple pie too. I forgot about that. So
Yes, apple pie's pretty good. I like that.
yeah.
Okay, you did pretty good with the favorites. Now, I want to ask you about your day to day. Now, I don't know how your class schedule is. I don't know how, because like you said, you're part of a sorority.
Mhm,
You work with Table 8. You
mhm.
have classes as well, which I'm sure if you're a full-time student, it's probably four or more classes that you have
Yeah.
on your schedule. So tell me about your day to day and what do you do? How many packages do you have to do a week or anchoring shows a week or
Yeah.
games you have to attend? Like, tell me about your day to day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, honestly, every day is a little different. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, oh, you'll like to hear this. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because as a broadcast news major, I still have to take like general electives. So
Yeah.
one of the general electives I'm taking is sociology of sports.
Okay.
So that's a fun one. So
Mhm.
I have that from like 11 to 12. And then, yeah, I have my sorority chapter meetings every Monday at 6 o'clock. So I have to go to those. And then Tuesdays, I have three classes back to back to back. Wasn't very
Mm.
intentional on that schedule. I don't really like it, but it's just kind of the way it is. Um,
Sure.
so yeah, every Tuesday at 6:30 we have our Her meeting, which is really fun.
Okay.
Emma and Cassidy run those meetings. We just kind of talk about like our plans for the episode. We're filming our second episode actually next Tuesday, which will be really fun. But
Okay.
they usually give slideshows on kind of like, how to become a better reporter, broadcaster. It's very helpful. They've given me some really good advice already. So I always look forward to those meetings. And then Wednesday, since I'm a TV assistant for Her News, which means I kind of help Cassidy and Emma with like production and stuff.
Okay.
I
That's
have
awesome.
Yeah, it's really been fun getting kind of that production behind the scenes learning. But I have to attend these cable 8 like general meetings that TV assistants go. So those are at 6 o'clock. Sometimes I only have to stay for 30 minutes and then it's just the directors and producers, but other times I'll be there like the whole time, which
Okay.
is so super fun. And then am I missing something? Thursdays, oh yeah, duh, how could I forget? So I'm a Murrow I'm like, "Wait, where's my schedule?" So I'm a Murrow ambassador, which
Mhm.
means that's another oh my gosh, extracurricular I'm a part of. It basically means I'm kind of a representative of the Murrow College, which is really fun. I get to give tours to prospective students and families. I have
I
office
love that.
hours every other Wednesday. So I sit in like the Murrow Advising Center from 1:30 to 3:30. I just kind of like do homework. If anyone has questions, they can come to me.
Mhm.
Um, and then we have a class every Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30. So that's really fun. They just kind of give us like career advice, resume advice, how to give tours. I was a tour guide my freshman year as well, so it comes naturally for me. But yeah, throughout the week, Tuesday, Thursday is just extracurriculars. And then
When do you sleep?
I know, right? I can kind
Right.
of, yeah, I can kind of sleep in on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays because the 11 a.m. class.
Okay. Okay. Good.
But yeah, and then next semester I'll be taking the reporting class that Emma's currently taking, which will consume a lot more of my time because I'll be having to go out, find stories in Pullman every other week that's going on. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have a good thing going here. I just registered for my classes next semester, which will be fun. I'm
Okay.
only taking four, which is nice because I 5 classes, it's a lot being a full-time student and doing all these extracurriculars and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I asked, when do you sleep?
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
seriously, I know, that's why,
Mhm.
yeah, Sundays are nice, recovery days, I try to work out at least 3 times a week. I'm actually sitting here in our, like, student center right now that has a gym upstairs, so
I love that. I love that. That's awesome. No, I wanted to I wanted to ask you this question, and this is about mental health and work life balance. Now,
Oh,
the
yeah.
case is school life balance. So
Mhm.
in the industry that I'm in, I've been in this industry for about 6, 7 years. Now I'm
Mhm.
a freelancer, but I've worked with different publications where, I was working full time, going full speed, covering a lot of schools, high schools and college combined.
Yeah.
Anytime that you're in this business, though, sometimes you get those feelings of burnt out,
Mm,
overworked, underpaid. I've had colleagues leave for
mm.
various of reasons.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're doing a lot right
Mm,
now at your school with work and with schoolwork and stuff like that. How do you maintain good mental health while
mm.
taking all these classes, doing all these assignments, but also have a balance of school and then I would say school and school work, and then just life in general, right? Because you seem like a wonderful person to be around. You seem like I mean, and you have friends. You named a boyfriend. You have family as well,
Mhm.
sisters as well. How do you balance all of that and not feel so overwhelmed?
Yeah. Oh, that's a great question. I think it's just kind of like knowing the ways I like to regroup and decompress. I would definitely consider myself an introverted extrovert, if that makes sense. So, like, I gain
Wow.
energy by being around other people. However, I do need time to just have like to myself to process because I mean, so many things happen in a week here. Like, it's crazy. Like, within the past 48 hours, I've gone to a football game. I've done so many things.
Mm,
Um, so I think it's just kind of allotting time at the end of the day. Again, whether it's going to the gym, going on the treadmill for 20 minutes, going on a drive with one of my roommates, just kind of taking the time to process everything that happens in a day. I'm the type of person I really need sleep. I mean, I need a good 8 hours or else I'm just not myself, So
mm,
consciously making the effort to go to bed at a good time, wake up at a good time. I'm very close with my mom, so sometimes what helps me kind of recharge my battery is just talk to my mom on the phone. I don't really get a lot of privacy in the sorority house, unfortunately, so
right,
sometimes
right,
I'll literally find myself walking around campus just like on the phone with my mom. That really helps me, but I'm also the type of person that, keeping things to myself is never beneficial. I know a lot of people, they can kind of like stuff their emotions inside of them.
right. Bottle it up. Yep.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite. I will literally explode. So I think a really good way for me to kind of boost my mental health is just talking to people, loved ones. Again, my mom, my dad, I make sure to call them every day. Going to the gym, getting good sleep, just making a conscious effort to do that because it's really easy here to kind of get lost in the shuffle, like not,
Yeah,
you know, maintain good mental health when everything is just coming at you so quickly. So I think even like Sundays are my day. I usually come here with one of my friends. We go to the gym, we do homework, just kind of making a conscious effort to regroup and everything because it's a lot, especially living in the sorority house. People are always talking to you. So sometimes I'll just walk to the south side of campus and just listen to some music, very little
right.
things. But
Right.
yeah.
Gotta decompose a little bit, right, Rachel?
Mhm.
So definitely got to do that. It's a great segue though for advice. Now being an upperclassman
Yeah.
that you are, you're probably a big sister to some of the girls in the sorority.
Yes, for sure.
Talk to me about what kind of advice would you give just individuals in general that want to be in the journalism program at WSU, that want to come to WSU and do all the things that you're doing and how manageable it is.
Oh, yes, for sure. I definitely think my biggest piece of advice to aspiring broadcast journalists is to take advantage of every single opportunity, especially here at WSU. There's so many clubs, Cable 8, KUGR, Murrow Ambassador to be a part of to really
Mhm.
propel your career. I know once you graduate, it's not as all these opportunities are not as accessible. So I think it's just taking full advantage of everything that's right in front of you. I mean, sometimes people come up to me and say they're broadcast majors. I'm like, what? Like you got to take full advantage of it and
Right.
show up to everything like that. Last year I had no regrets because I showed up to a bunch of meetings for like KUGR, and I wish I joined Cable 8 sooner, honestly, because I've been a part of it well, I've been a part of it since January, but I've already gotten so much like on camera experience. So,
Sure.
yeah, taking advantage of every opportunity, showing up, taking full advantage of your resources. We have so many amazing professors here that like want to help you. Like, they want to help students. Communication is really important too. Um, just not waiting 3 days to get back to somebody. I think people in the industry really respect when you're on top of your communication. I mean, I actually just landed an internship at a TV station in Spokane.
Hey,
Yeah,
congratulations.
thank you, next summer, and one of the, ways I achieved that was just being on top of the communication. When the lady emailed me and asked some questions, I responded right away instead of, because, it's easy to be like, "Oh, I'll respond to this in a couple hours," but just being on top of it because she had a short window of time to communicate with me. So since I responded very quickly, we were able to go back and forth, and then
Sure.
eventually securing that. So those are my pieces of advice for sure, especially as a student, because it's easy to kind of take things for granted, but
Hmm.
realizing just taking advantage of these opportunities gives you so much. I mean, Cable 8 has already given me so much amazing on camera experience. And it's because I put myself out there. You just have to put yourself out there. It's easy to get scared, but yeah.
I love it. I do, and I love that advice that you gave. Just to
Yeah.
kind of piggyback off of it, I love the fact that you said being attentive with communication, right? Because
Mhm.
like if you would have waited on that email,
Oh,
you
yeah.
opportunity would have been missed, right?
Mhm,
It could have been missed because somebody else might have jumped on that email. It's all
yep.
about timing and opportunity,
Mhm,
especially in this field.
mhm,
I always tell my young boys and over in high school and
mhm.
college, try everything
Yep.
in this industry. You want to try as much as you possibly can. So when you do
Yeah.
get to college, or if you're in the college, seek
Mhm,
out those programs, seek out those clubs, seek out those
mhm.
people if you want to be in journalism, because I can guarantee you 100% of the questions that aren't asked, you'll never get answers to. So
Yes.
you need to be able to ask those questions and see
Mhm,
about those opportunities. And if they fit you, great. If they don't, at least you asked about them and now you
mhm.
know about them. So I love that. I also love the fact that I was gonna say internships, but you hit it on the head.
Yeah.
Of getting an internship, that is great. Getting
Yep.
that experience in that field is awesome. And now when you come back for your senior year, you're
Mhm.
gonna be even more prepared after you go out into the real field. You're gonna be itching and scratching like, man, this is how it is out here, huh? Yep.
Yeah.
Without no classes, no papers to write, no packages to no do for
Mhm.
7 different classes. You just working and going home. Now, where's
Yeah.
your internship at?
It's at, KHQ in Spokane, Washington. KHQ
Hmm.
is an NBC affiliate, which is so
Yes.
cool. They have multiple stations in Washington. There's some in Yakima, Montana, Tri-Cities, but I was really happy to land it in Spokane. So, gotta find somewhere to live over the summer because, again, I'm from Seattle, so I don't know, but, yeah, and a part
Oh,
of that
that's
too is
yeah. Listen, you'll be able to find something probably in a month. And
yeah.
even maybe even less than that for sure. Because I know for certain you definitely know what the Spokane area is, and they
Yeah,
would definitely hook you up for sure. I know
right.
Emma was telling me that she did hers in Virginia. She was there for 6 weeks. I don't know how long you're going to be there. It was the beginning of the summer or how long, but Spokane is such a beautiful area. I'm actually thinking about going to Spokane because Hoop Fest, if you know about that.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah, so Hoops Fest is out there. I've already been out there once,
Mhm,
so I'm thinking about doing it again this
you
summer
totally
too.
should.
So
Go to
I'm I'm
games while you're
I'm
at it.
thinking about it. I'm thinking about it for sure. I got a lot on the agenda for sure the next time coming around, but we'll see
Yeah,
how that goes. I
yes.
want to get you. I want to be able to have you do my interactive game called This or That. So basically,
Ooh,
what that is that I'm throwing things out at you, and
okay.
you get to choose this or that. Are you ready, Rachel?
I'm so ready. Hit me.
Okay. So first, before I ask this question, is your last name Turcotte?
It's Turcotte. Turcotte.
Turcotte.
Yeah.
Turcotte. Okay, got you. Turcotte. Thank you so much for that.
Oh,
Okay. Now, which restaurant are you choosing?
okay.
Popeye, KFC.
Popeyes, for sure.
Girl, we're gonna be besties. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good, girl. We're gonna be good. We starting off on the right foot. I like that.
Oh,
Okay, chicken wing flavors. Barbecue or lemon pepper?
Ooh, lemon pepper. I would say barbecue just because I've tried more barbecue, but I am so open to trying more lemon pepper because
Okay.
that sounds
Okay.
really good.
I'm with you on that. Do you like your wings bone in or boneless?
Probably boneless, honestly.
With you. I'm with you. No, it's okay. I know it's an unpopular saying because they say it's a chicken nugget, but it
I know. I
don't
know.
matter. It's
I'm
meat.
very messy. I'm a very messy eater. That's why. If I'm with
See?
my parents, bone in all the way. But when
I'm
I'm with
with you. Get a wet wipe, wipe your mouth, and go to work. I'm with you on that. Okay. Do
exactly,
you
yeah.
like your Do you like your wings bone in? Not bone in, but do you like your wings wet or dry?
Oh, wet for sure.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Okay. Now these next four have to do with music concerts that you rather attend. Okay,
Ooh.
so here you go. Which music concert would you rather go to? Luke Combs or Morgan Wallen?
Oh, probably Morgan Wallen, honestly. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no, that's literally that's my boyfriend's, like, favorite artist, Morgan Wallen,
okay,
so,
okay.
naturally,
Well,
I've heard more of his songs, obviously, so, yeah,
all right. Well,
that's
your
cool.
boyfriend got some good taste in music because I like Morgan Wallen and Luke Combs. I like both of them. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay. Which artist would you rather go see in concert? Would you rather go see Chris Brown or Usher?
Ooh, ooh, probably Usher. I like his
Okay,
music. Yeah,
okay.
it's a
All
fun
right.
one. Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Okay.
Okay.
Which concert would you rather go see? Would you rather go see Lady A or Zach Brown Band?
I would say Zac Brown Band because it wouldn't be my first time because
Mm.
I saw Zac Brown Band over the summer when Luke Combs came to Seattle. So
Okay. Okay.
I would say that because it was a really good concert. Like they're really good live. It was a really good.
No question. I love me some Zach Brown Band. One of
Yeah.
my favorite groups. Okay, one of my favorite groups. Last of the music. Which music concert would you rather go to? Would you
Mhm.
rather go see Luke Bryan or Florida Georgia Line?
Ooh, oh, that's a tough one. Mm, Luke Bryan or Florida Georgia Line? I would say Luke Bryan, just because
Okay,
like, I know more of his songs. So, like, I would be I don't like going to concerts when I don't, like, know all the songs, because 'cause I'd be able
sure.
to sing my heart out more at Luke Bryan, so
Okay.
that
So
was hard
this is
though.
this
I
is a bonus one. Okay, bonus music one that I just thought about.
Yeah.
Which music concert would you rather go to? Would you rather go see Drake or Kendrick Lamar?
Ooh, probably Drake. He's
Okay, Drizzy. I'm with you on that. Okay.
yeah.
Now, which sport would you rather play? Badminton or bowling?
Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at bowling, but I will say bowling because it's more fun. So
Okay,
I would have to preface beforehand that I'm terrible at it, but we'd be there for the vibes, so it's fun.
I feel you on that. Do you need the bumpers?
Depends on what side of the bed I woke up on that morning, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm not
Okay.
that bad. I'm just hard on myself. So
Okay. All right. Well, listen. No judgment here if you do need the bumpers or not. But
yeah.
listen, we
Well,
can't bowl together. That's for sure. We can't bowl together if you need the
yeah. Well, the thing I forgot to mention is too, I am left-handed. Fun fact about me, I'm left-handed, so, like, I feel like when I bowl, it gets, like, messed up, you know what I'm saying? Are there left-handed bowling balls? There should be. So maybe
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
I'm bad because it goes the other way. So
That's totally fine. And I love your transparency. I appreciate I appreciate it. That's awesome. Okay. Which sport would you rather watch on TV? Baseball or hockey?
Oh, gosh. Probably
Hold
I
up. Why
would
you make a face like that? Why you make a face like that, yo?
I feel like okay, let me preface. My brother went to the Little League World Series when
Okay.
I was in 4th grade. He went to Williamsport. He was on TV. I was on TV for a minute. I was like in 5th grade because it's televised. So I feel
Mm,
like I have just watched so much baseball in my life. I'll probably have to go with hockey because my dad actually played hockey back in his day. So
Did he? Okay. Awesome.
I'd watch
Awesome.
with my dad because hockey's fun. I think it's funny when the players get in little scuffles afterwards and they're like on the ice with
Got you.
their sticks. So maybe hockey.
Okay. I got you on that. That's what's up. All right. So do you like desserts?
I do like desserts. Yeah, of course I do.
So I'm gonna throw four categories of desserts out at you, and you get to choose one of these that you'll never eat again. Okay?
Oh no. Okay.
Here
Okay.
we go.
Okay.
The first one is cake.
Okay.
The second one is cookies.
Okay.
The third one is candy. The last one is ice cream. Which one are you getting rid of that you'll never eat again?
I would probably say candy.
And I
Um,
would probably say that, girl, we're gonna be besties again. I'm with you on that. I'm
really?
with you on that. Yes,
We're
yes,
just like
yes.
connected today, Chris. I'm
We
loving
are connected. We
we're
are.
literally connected. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I just like I love cookies. I love ice cream. I love cake.
Yep.
Candy, like, I just feel like I care a lot about my teeth, and I feel like growing up, like my orthodontist, my dentist were like, candy's bad for your teeth, it makes me feel guilty almost. And
Okay. Okay.
so,
Well, for me, red velvet cake is really good.
ooh,
Um, cookies and cream is really good, and
mhm,
I can't give up on my chocolate chip cookies. I can't do it. I just can't.
do it.
So
Oh,
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Okay. Do you like potato chips?
I love potato chips. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you a secret. I think, Chris, I love sweets, don't get me wrong, but I am a very savory girl. Like, I would
Mm.
much rather have, like, a bowl of, like, chips and salsa after dinner than, like, cake.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I'm huge into chips and buffalo chicken dip. I'm huge into that. So I love that.
Oh, me
No
too.
doubt. Okay. Same format. Four brands. You got to get rid of one of these brands
Okay.
to never eat again. Okay, so here we go. First brand is Lay's.
Okay.
The
Okay.
next brand is Doritos.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
The next brand is Ruffles.
Ooh,
The
okay.
last brand is Pringles. Which one are you getting rid of that you'll never eat
No!
again?
This is hard. I'm not living without Doritos, not living without Ruffles, not living without Pringles. So I guess I'll just say Lay's, just because like the texture, like I love the texture of like Ruffles, but like Lay's are just like really thin, and I feel like they're very
Mhm.
salty. Like my face always feels like puffy after eating a bunch of Lay's. So I'd have to say Lay's.
And once again, we are vibing because I would definitely say Lay's too. Are you a salt and vinegar person?
I am, yeah.
Okay, that's where the train stopped. But that's
Oh,
okay.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
you are, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't, like, love them, but, like,
Right.
I'm a very sour cream and onion girl.
See,
That's my thing.
okay. Well, listen, we can't have it all. I'm huge into sour cream and onion too, and we've been vibing all conversation long. So listen, we're capable of having one. That's okay. Okay, but
It's okay.
I would say this: salt and vinegar chips are the second worst chips ever made.
Wait, what's your
Second worst
first
chip.
one?
Funyuns.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Yeah,
I
Funyuns is terrible. They are so
mm,
ass for
I
real.
don't blame you. No, they're ugh. I
They're
just
terrible.
I
With
totally agree with
but
you.
but I love the fact that you did well on this or that. You did pretty good, very decisive, and I like that.
Mhm.
I want to ask you. I want to do some word association with you. And the first word that comes to your mind, you just about the individual or people. You just say it out loud, okay?
Yeah.
So here we go. What's the first word that comes to mind when I say Cassidy Collins?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would say hardworking. Boom.
Wow. Wow. That's funny. Emma said the same word. That's what's up.
Really?
Okay. She did. She
That's
did.
so funny. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay, here we go. What is a word that you would say about Emma Underwood?
Oh my god. There's not enough words to describe her. Oh my god. Emma is driven. She Oh wait, can I say multiple? Yeah, Emma is driven. She's so like we have a lot of mutual friends.
Yeah,
So I like love seeing Emma like out and about when we do, and she's just so fun, beautiful inside and out. Yeah, I love her.
I love it. Okay, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
What is a word you would say about Cougs football?
Ooh, Cougs football. Thriving.
Thriving.
For sure,
Okay.
they're doing really good. I mean, gosh, I think we've only had, like, 1 loss this whole season. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
What would you say about a word that would describe your family?
my family, aw, my family I would describe as consistent in the
Cons-
sense, I can always rely on them and count on them no matter what. They've always been there for me.
mhm.
They're I just they're like my main support system. So, I think consistent describes them well because I can always count on them. They're very reliable.
What is a word that you would say about Rachel? I forgot your last name.
Rachel Turcotte.
Turcotte.
Rachel Turcotte. I'm like, Rachel from Kyo, the other one? No, kidding. I have a
I'm
twin.
sorry. I blacked on that.
You're so good. You're so good, Chris.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you. Thank you.
I would say, how would I describe myself? Um,
One word.
oh God, one word. I would say, hmm, passionate. And that goes
Mm,
for many aspects of my life.
that's a good word.
Family, work, school. I'm always passionate about maintaining my friendships, passionate
Yeah.
about, fostering my relationship and my parents. I care a lot about the people in my life, and I'm very passionate about keeping those friendships and connections. So there's that in my social life or my personal
Mhm.
life. And then professional life, I mean, I'm so passionate about this career, broadcast, like journalism. I've been wanting to do it since I was so young. So I think other people in my life can say too that I will do anything, to thrive in this career and in my relationships and friendships. So, yeah.
I love it. I love it. I
Mhm.
got a couple top fours that I want to ask you. This first top four is goals as a senior student. Now, you're going to be obviously wrapping up your junior fall semester here very shortly, and then you're going to have your junior spring semester. So, what
Yeah.
is your top four goals in 25 as a senior student?
Oh, that's a great question.
Mhm.
Goal number 1, I would say as a senior, I hope by that point I have somewhat of an idea of where I'm going after college.
Yep.
Getting a sense of what station I want to be at, where I want to live. So having a plan. Number 2, senior year, I just again hope to maintain all my friendships I've worked so hard at keeping since my freshman year. Again, they mean a lot to me. So I just hope that, my friend group stays the same. I mean, at this point, obviously it will, but just having that. 3, I would say being, just continuing to stay healthy physically and mentally. Again, I make a conscious effort to eat healthy, work hard, work out, so maintaining my physical and mental health. And 4, yeah, just learning a lot. That's why I'm very excited for this internship. I'm really hoping to learn a lot about the newsroom, getting hands-on experience from other professionals. So I hope like sitting here today, and then sitting here like a year ago or a year in the
A
future,
year from now.
a year from
Mhm.
now, I
Right.
will have gained so much more information and lessons that will help me thrive in my career.
Absolutely. Yes. That's a great top four. And
Yeah,
we definitely will do a part two when you are a senior student. And I would love to hear about that internship and how that goes when
yeah.
you down there in Spokane. That should be amazing. The next top four is the top four events that you would like to cover in your journalistic career. And I'll give you prime example for me. I would love to do the Super Bowl. I would
Mm,
love to do an NBA Finals. I'm huge into basketball. I would love to do a national championship game, which is college football or basketball, either one.
mhm.
And my last one is the Olympics. Obviously, the Olympics is coming here to Los Angeles, which is
Aw.
my hometown state that I was raised in. So in Los Angeles. So I would love to do that. What would be a top four for you, Rachel, to do?
Ooh, that's a good one. You listed off so many good ones. I would say, honestly, I would love to like cover something entertainment related. If it's like a movie premiere showing, like on the red carpet. I mean, that's like far fetched, but that would be really cool. I
I
would,
can see you doing that. I could
yeah.
definitely see you doing that. Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you. Yeah, that would be really fun. I'd love to meet a celebrity sometime. Um, Something along those lines, I would say, honestly, I'm gonna copy you, Chris, for a minute, because I think the Olympics would
Okay.
be really smacking cool, especially if it's in LA. Like, oh my God, that would be so fun.
Hell yeah, no question.
Yeah. Any kind of like breaking news, big like breaking news story, whether it's, I don't know, like a fire happening at a local community center or something along those lines having to do with breaking news. I'm just kind of hitting all the categories. And lastly, I feel like it'd be really cool to attend the opening of like a new kind of like movie premiere vibe, like the opening of a new like building or the opening of a new like restaurant. I would love, I'm a foodie too. So being able to like cover, I know just recently, was it a Chick-fil-A opened
Hmm.
somewhere, or no, it was an In-N-Out burger. It
Okay.
opened somewhere here in Idaho, and there was, like, 4-hour lines worth of people just waiting to, like, try it. So I feel like that'd be, like, a cool experience as a foodie myself to cover something
Wow.
like that.
Yeah, hold on. Y'all got a city called Idaho there?
Oh, sorry, not in Pullman, like, the state of Idaho. I don't know where.
Oh, okay, got you. I'm
I don't
sorry.
know. Yeah, no, yeah. I know, I don't know where. I think it was more like it was not Moscow where we are, like the opposite side of Idaho. There was an
Okay.
out there, so
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like that.
pretty.
What is some advice, Rachel, that someone has gave you
Mhm.
that you hold on dearly to?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say the biggest or the best piece of advice someone's ever given me is to trust your intuition. I think I'm a very intuitive person, like just as I am. So I think kind of just trusting, your gut feeling in certain situations. I think for like this is my personal. I would divide two categories: personal best
Sure.
piece of advice, trust your gut. Even when I was going through sorority recruitment as a
Right.
freshman, I was hearing so many different things about so many different chapters, but I remember my mom told me, Rachel, trust your gut, trust your intuition on where you feel the most at home and where you
Absolutely.
feel the most included. And that's what I did. And I've been extremely happy ever since. So just kind of trusting your gut. And then for professional is just not to worry about things that are out of your control.
Yep. Control the
There's only
controllables.
so many things you can control, again, like not worrying about what other people think of you because the only
Yep.
person you can control is yourself and what you think
Without
of
question.
yourself.
Yep.
So I think it's just not worrying too far in like for in the future, focusing on what I can do now, even in the career. I'm stressing. I'm like, I hope to get a job at like a big news station in like 5 years, but I'm like, you know what? All I can focus on right now is what I'm doing in my classes, how it's going to benefit me for my internship moving forward, and just going from there.
Mhm.
So, two
Absolutely.
different categories, I would say.
No, I love that, though. That's great advice either way. Your
Mhm.
mom is absolutely right. No
Mhm.
question about that. I would also add on to people that will eventually listen to this once I post it. Be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Definitely be comfortable being uncomfortable. Because in this business, you're gonna run into some colleagues. You're gonna run into some people that sometimes they're gonna make things a little harder than what they have to be. Uh,
Mhm.
Even though it's a beautiful experience, there's an A side and B side to this, Rachel. And
Mhm.
right now in college, you're experiencing wonderful things, but once you get out into the real world, this is stuff that you're going to get paid to do.
Yeah.
This is the job to do. And you're going to run into a lot of wonderful things in the real world as well at doing your job, but you're also going to run into some situations where it's not going to be comfortable.
Mhm.
So you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And I tell all my young boys that and people that if you keep that in mind, you'll be able to, no matter what situation, you'll be able to deal with.
Mhm.
And then the second thing I always tell my my high school and college guys is that never make a decision under emotional stress.
Right.
Never make, and that goes for personal and professional. Never make decisions under emotional stress,
Mhm.
because when emotions are high, logic is low.
Mm.
And it typically is either when you're dealing with a sister, you're dealing with a boyfriend, you're dealing with
Mhm.
family, you're dealing with a friend, whatever. You
Yeah.
just want to make sure that you take time out anytime that you're in an argument. Just like, you know what, I need some time. Give me some, can you please give me some space?
Right.
Also with the job as well. Sometimes you may be asked to do a story or something, and you may have to just hold on and be like, okay, you know what? I don't know if I'm comfortable doing this. Give me some
Mhm.
time. Let me get my thought process right.
Mhm.
It's just one of those things. So definitely those two. Be
Yeah.
comfortable being uncomfortable, and also never make a decision under emotional stress.
Yeah, those are great pieces of advice, Chris. I really appreciate that. I feel like I very personally resonate with the not making emotion or not making decisions under emotional distress because it's hard, in high stress situations to want to act in
Mhm.
the moment and be
Yep,
impulsive. But that's something my mom always taught me too, is just get a good night's sleep, see how you feel in the morning, and then go from there.
absolutely. The
So
calmer you are, the better you think.
yeah.
It is what it is on that, and that's pretty much because we're in the customer service type of business, and we're an advocate for people, and we're journalists,
Hmm.
right? Pillar for that community, whatever community you go into.
Hmm.
People look at you for the 411. They're gonna look at you for the news, and
Hmm.
they you have to sometimes you're going to get the best of news that you're doing such a wonderful job and thank you so much. You're going to get the worst of news and people's going to comment on your dress, on your hair, on with the
Right.
way you talk and different things of that nature. People are going to say things. They
Mhm.
probably Some people have probably said some things to you at WSU that we don't need to get into. However,
Yeah.
but however, you just got to remain calm. And the calmer you are, the better you think, and you just can't make decisions under that type of stress. And that's one thing I've learned being in this industry for a few years now. So,
Mhm.
def that's some great advice you said too, though. I love that.
Yeah.
We are coming to the end of the podcast, so now we're about to do some rapid fire questions.
Ooh.
So, the first thing that comes to your mind, you just rattle it off. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Go
Okay, here
ahead.
we go. Burgers or tacos?
Say that one more time.
Burgers or
Oh,
tacos?
tacos, for sure.
Got
Love tacos.
you. Chicken or ribs?
Chicken, all the
Okay.
way. I love
Pancakes or waffles?
Ooh, that's a hard one. That's a really hard one. Hmm, maybe waffles because I like the texture of them and, like, the syrup can, like, go into, like, the little squares.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. I'm a Belgian waffle person all the way.
Mm,
So I love that.
okay.
Favorite card game?
Ooh, my favorite card game. I play this a lot with the kids I babysit. Uno. Love a good game of Uno.
Absolutely.
Easy.
Dominoes or spades?
Ooh, I would say dominoes.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Favorite board game?
Ooh, Clue. I love
Okay.
Clue. I played that a lot with my family growing up, so
I love it. I love it.
gets you thinking.
Um, Favorite TV show right now?
Okay, don't judge me, but I've been rewatching Gossip Girl lately on because they just put it out on Netflix. I've
Oh,
been watching it.
oh,
My roommate and I literally sat in the room and watched it for like 4 hours the other day. So
wow.
good.
Um,
Um,
okay.
Gossip Girl. Oh, but then what I just finished, I'm sure you've seen it all over social media. Tell Me Lies. That was really good.
I've heard of that. I've
You
heard
heard
of
it?
that. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it.
It's insane. Like we just had the season finale of season 2, and now we're not gonna get a season 3 until 2026, so maybe when I'm on TV, unfortunately, so.
Wow, that's crazy. I just got done watching The Witcher. I'm a huge
Ooh,
Witcher person. The Witcher.
okay.
I'm a huge Big Bang Theory person. I love
Mm,
Big Bang Theory.
my brother loves Big Bang.
And Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was one of my shows too. So I really love that.
Yeah,
Um, okay.
great.
Let me ask this: if you had three people you could take on a vacation,
Ooh.
who would those three people be, and where would you go?
Oh, that's a great question. 3 people. Let's see here. I would say, um oh my gosh, this is hard. I have so many friends. I'm not trying to
Oh, I know.
I have so many friends, but, like, I'm just trying to I would say I would bring oh, this is hard. Anywhere too. I
Yep.
would
Anywhere.
I would love to go to Hawaii,
Okay.
specifically Maui, with, my friend Maddie, my
Okay.
really good friend Maddie, my boyfriend Cooper, and then Maddie's boyfriend Diego, because we're all kind of like a little group. The 4 of us hang out.
Okay.
We love doing stuff together. So I think it'd be really fun for the 4 of us to go to Maui and live it up, because I went when I was 4 years old and I got an ear infection and it wasn't fun. So I think I need to like relive that experience now.
Yeah, I think so too. Wow, ear infection at 4 years old, going to Maui. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It wasn't fun, no. I remember, like, seeing pictures, I was, like, not happy in, like, any of them. I'm like, "We need to, like, redo this experience."
I hope so. Put that on the bucket list. That's for sure. Okay, I'm with you on that. Now,
Yeah.
if you had three songs or three artists that you can choose that you'll never get tired of listening to,
Mm.
which would those songs or artists be?
Okay, yeah, songs is, like, so hard to think of, or, like, there's just so many songs I love, so I'm gonna go with artists.
Okay.
I would never get sick of listening to Taylor Swift,
Okay.
Madison Beer. I went to a Madison Beer concert back in June. It was amazing.
Okay.
And Luke Combs. Yeah.
Okay. I got
Got a
you.
little variety going on there.
You
Yeah.
definitely got variety in there. No question. No question about that one. I feel you on that. I'm a huge. I love Luke Combs though. That's what's up. I like that.
I do.
Um, if you had the choice, if they came to you and said, Rachel, you're gonna have to only do one of these for the rest of your career.
Mm.
That is, be an anchor, a producer, or reporter. Which one would you be?
Oh my gosh, anchor all the way. I would love to be an anchor for, like, the rest of my life. I love reporting too, don't get me wrong, but
Hmm?
anchor would be really fun.
I love that. No, that's
Yeah,
pretty dope. That's pretty dope. You
yeah.
have been you have been an absolute wonderful guest here on my
Oh,
Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. You are an amazing person, amazing student, and I love getting to know your story because a lot of people tell their stories, and it's always gratifying to hear about somebody that ever since they grew up and was 4 years old, pointing to the TV that they wanted to do this to be in this profession. That's
yeah.
always amazing to hear. And you're obviously have one more year to go, but
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to seeing your progression with your internship and closing out this fall semester. I'm a new fan of yours.
Oh,
Go Cougs, no doubt
yes.
about it. And I want to ask you this final question: is there anything else you would like to add about yourself or anybody in general before we conclude?
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I feel like we covered so many bases. I would just like to again shout out my mom, my dad, my friends who've all supported me up until this point. I love whenever they screenshot, my YouTube clips of being Cable 8 Coog Zone, shouting me out, and my
Mhm.
sorority, I've gotten a lot of support. So, yeah, I would just like to thank all my friends and family and you for asking me to be on this podcast. It's
Of
really
course.
an honor. I really appreciate it. I've loved talking to you and I love all your fun questions. So, yeah.
No, you're amazing. You are. I love that. Keep that personality. That personality is going to take you far, and your hard work is evident. Your passion is evident.
Oh,
Thank you so
yeah.
much for hopping on my podcast. Work hard, play harder. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday,
Oh,
and we will definitely be in touch.
oh, of course. Yeah, we'll be in touch and get some hot chocolate while you're at it too, Chris.
I
Oh
certainly will. Next time we talk, I will let you know. Okay.
my gosh, I love it. Yes, have a good one.